me I have some other side effects. Because I might think it will help the headache and bust a little gas. I can't trust Pastor Pizer to help me with certain things. I have to lean on God. Yes, we encourage each other, but we have to trust completely in God and on Him. Sometimes when we lean on some things that doesn't offer support outside of the will of God or outside of trusting God, it is going to fail. It is going to cause damages. We make wrong choice sometimes as Christians. And these choices sometimes have deadly consequences. That's why it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. It never says lean on pastor understanding. It never says lean on Juanette understanding. So because Juanette is the pharmacist and she can guide you and tell you certain things, you can't trust all the way Juanette say. You can't have the pastor, the leader, I tell you, say, here what, in order for you to get healing, bring one bottle of water and make sure you got salt in there. And you know you have high blood pressure. And you go drink the salt water. I know joke are true because people look out for signs and wonders. So because they're going to get healing, you go drink this. Look how salt. Not even when you go beach and you taste the salt water in your mouth, you want it. Even if doctor tells us salt in there and you can't lean upon where you think, boy, if I drink it, I get healing. And sometimes our own understanding tell us, hear what? I feel sick and I want healing and something. Boy, I'm going to make stop and pray for me like a bottle of olive oil for me, yeah? Because you share intercessor, so you're going to give Sister Pat one bottle of olive oil and you want healing. But you're not trust God because He says that He is our healer. But you not trust God, but you trust in the olive oil. Whatever is in the olive oil can help you. It is the power and the source of the Holy Spirit. That's why this proverb says, trust in the Lord. So if the doctor give you all kind of medication, the medication alone can't work. And the medication alone can't work. You have to trust God that you get the right dosage, the right supplement to heal you, and that you will be able to apply your faith and trust Him to give you healing. Because you might have take the medication and it do more harm than good. And that's why I'm saying trust Him completely. You see, when you trust God, it brings that relief, that ease. It ease and it lighten your burden. When you don't trust God, you have all kind of tension. You feel uneasy, this discomfort. You can't function efficiently. Because there's something that is hindering you from going on because you're not sure. You don't want people go for visa because they not trust God to take care of them and to give them that opportunity. And their motive wrong. When the people them ask them questions and tell lie. You don't trust God to take care of you. Trust God for help you to get through. But you go there and your tongue will get you full of mouth all the while, and when you go there, your tongue get tired. You do all the exam and you study and say, boy God, you say you're going to help me, my head and not tail. And when you go in an exam room, you start to fret. Continue to lean on the negative things, to lean on things that don't offer support. We have to trust in the Lord with all our heart, because hear what? There is a criteria and there is a condition and the consensus that we must make a decision. Lean not on your own understanding. We should be careful how we lean. You see, when you lean on God, as I said before, that peace that you have, that peace that passeth all understanding. And that's why when we sing the song, it says, what a fellowship, what a joy divine. When you're leaning on the everlasting arms of God, when you're leaning on God, you have that fellowship easy. Service easy. You can serve God without even complaining. You serve God all when you feel pain and you're burdened down. You serve him in spite of, because you know that God is with you. You know that you're trusting God to make provision. You're trusting God to bring help. He's not going to give us anything that we can't bear. He's not going to take us through places where he'll not provide support. That's why we can have a fellowship. We can have that joy because we are leaning on God. And I'm here to encourage us. Be careful of what we lean on. Too often we are leaning on some things, some people, and making some decisions that are detrimental to us. And we don't recognize them early until we are at a gridlock. Until we head start hurt us. Until we become discouraged. Until we become fearful and doubtful of wondering why we should continue in this Christian walk. Because we make the wrong choices and the wrong decision. We lean on the wrong things for support. When family and mothers and fathers forsake us, God will not forsake us. He is right there with us to take us through. Just be encouraged, brethren. We don't have to get discouraged. We don't have to have heartache because our hearts are not completely leaning on God. We can make it. We can overcome if we but trust in the Lord with all our hearts and lean not unto our own understanding. The songwriter says, why should I be discouraged? Why should the shadows come? Why should my heart be lone in over you and I? His eyes are watching over us, that whether or not we need support. Once you but trust him, once you just apply your faith and let him have his way. We can't take matters in our own hands. We can't take decisions that are going to be contrary to our Christian faith. But we can trust in the Lord with all our hearts and lean not unto our own understanding. Recognize the condition that we must trust in the Lord. Recognize that whatever it is that we need to do, what we need to adjust, that our hearts are lined up with what he requires. And don't lean on our own understanding. I pray that we'll take some moment, take some time out. Is thine heart right with God? Are you leaning on God for support? Are you trusting God completely? Are you allowing him to guide your path? Are we leaning on our own understanding? Careful how we lean. I pray that you will be encouraged and that you will take an assessment of your lives and ensure that you are trusting in the Lord with all your hearts. Lean not unto your own understanding. God bless you.